Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Corey. Last week I showed you guys a brand new attack called the GoBoBAT. It was crazy strong, and I've had the question, does this still work after the nerf? And I'm here right now to tell you that yes, it does still work. We're going to show an example of that in just a second. Just like the drag bat, it still works. It just doesn't work on every base. So you got to plan a little better. You got to use it on the right type of base. And if you do that, you can still wreck bases with it. So let's get into those right now.
Nerf this!
So I want to give you guys a quick refresher on what this attack is. Basically, you're using your entire army and just 2 or 3 spells to take out 90% of the base, and then you're relying on the bat spells just to take out the few defenses that are left in the base. We're going to see that right here. Rosie's going to take out number 12 of the blue Bearcats. So coming in from the top, gotta come in opposite the side of the town hall because this attack does use a wall wrecker. So coming in from the top, just leading in with all 4 of those golems, spread them out to get as much tanking as possible out of them, and just a bunch of wizards in behind. Try and get rid of those outer trash buildings, trying to send as many bowlers as possible into that base, take advantage of that rage, heal, get as much of that base taken out as you possibly can, and then ask the bats to take care of the rest. So, has a poison down on the enemy CC. Got an ice golem and a big dragon. That's been a really popular CC combination lately. The ice golem can definitely slow down a kill squad. When it freezes it like it did right there, your troops and your heroes are still taking damage the whole time they're frozen, but not able to really do anything about it. So, hasn't used any of those spells yet. Really being patient with those, trying to get max value, using them right where that wall wrecker pops. Looks like bowlers and a giant in there to tank for the bowlers, trying to catch him in that rage and heal. Gonna work out pretty nicely there. Manages to catch the tail end of that heal after that giant bomb. So we've got King stuck in there, and that single's locked onto him, but Rosie's not going to use the freeze there. She wants to save it, take care of that last wizard tower with the bat spell. So showing some really good patience right here. And now finally the freeze comes down, immediately followed by the bat spells. They've been delayed, so you get them down as soon as you can right after that freeze. It just give you that much more of a little head start if you get them down really fast. And there you go. They're able to take out the rest of this base. No problem at all. Like we said, 90% of the defenses were already gone, which you could do pretty consistently with, you know, a GoBo army like this, the 4 golems and a bunch of bowlers. You can consistently get most of the base down with this attack. It's just finishing up that last little bit that can be tough with the bowlers. They're so prone to, you know, giant bombs and stuff like that. They're pretty weak, so, you know, lasting the whole raid doesn't happen very often. That's where the bat spells come in, and just ask them to take out whatever's left of the base. And Rosie does an excellent job showing us how to get it done. Worth being mentioned, you know, the bat spell got nerfed. They're not as strong as they were, obviously, and I'm sure you guys have noticed that already if you try to drag bat or if you try to GoBoBAT, but it still works, guys. It still does. You just can't use it on every base now. All right, before I think they were wrecking every single base with this attack at Town Hall 10, you know, and that's pretty crazy for one army to work on every single base. So now it is more base specific, and you definitely, you know, you gotta perform it well. You gotta execute it well. You gotta have patience before you get those bats down. Make sure those bowlers take care of as much of the base as possible before those bat spells come in to take out the rest. Now, unfortunately, that's the only GoBoBAT example I have for you guys. I just don't have enough replays right now, but I've definitely got some more ground attacks to show you since we're going kind of ground strategies. I've got a couple frozen witch attacks to show you guys. Also, if any of you guys are new to the channel, you know, subscribe to it. I'd appreciate it. While you're down there, if you're liking the video, throw a thumbs up on it, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss another video. I'm making new Clash of Clans videos for you guys every single day. So let's check out this next attack. It's going to be on base number 13. All that jazz. Gonna do Frozen Witch on this base. So looks like only 5 freezes in this composition, and there is a jump in it. So it has healers for one side down there. If you look down on the bottom right-hand side there, all that jazz has got healers for that side. Now, it's really no use putting healers on the other side because it is covered pretty well by an air defense. And hard to tell which way those witches' healers are going to go. You don't know if that air defense is just going to snipe those healers or not. So coming straight in there, finally getting a freeze down, covering the enemy's CC and that single target Inferno. Great freeze value there. And there we go, that wrecker pops. So it goes ahead and gets down. Going to be a rage heal on those bowlers outside of there. And finally they rush forward to catch that jump. Got another freeze coming down. Just trying to keep that core push alive. The witches do pretty well of surviving around the edges as long as you keep that core push alive to tank for them a little bit from the inside. So Queen is going around the outside. Oh my goodness, I know I would have rather have her in there. But you know what? This little section down here, that funky little stepped wall piece, kind of makes it tough. Get troops to go in right where all that jazz entered the base. So she finally does wrap around and targets that single target Inferno. Able to use the last freeze in that composition to save her ability and help her get through that single. We've still got witches over on the right. Queen hasn't used her ability yet, but she's getting close to needing it. Helps to be very patient with that Queen ability, especially when you got a bunch of skellies on the board. A lot of times defense will retarget to the skeletons instead of your heroes, and that's what we're seeing right here. Oh, Giant Bomb took out a ton of skeletons on the outside. Hopefully that Queen gets through that wall before that Wizard Tower roasts the witches, but you know what? There's 5 witches there. They're all locked onto the Wizard Tower, and they take it out no problem. So they're going up top after a Troll Tesla, finally able to pop that Queen ability to grab that very last Expo, and that base is wrecked. We got, wow, 6 witches, 7 with the 1 in the core, so 7 witches still up, and the Archer Queen up still as well, so very nice attack by all that jazz. Go take a look at this next example. We got number 14, and Bane is going to take down Night Fury. All right, coming in from either side there. Looks like one witch used up, one healer used up top. Wow, just one healer for each flank. I don't know if I've seen that before, honestly. Usually you see like 2 healers on a flank or no healers on a flank. But Bane's just going to use 1 per side. Just heal them up a little bit and rely on those skeletons to do most of the tanking. Hound comes out of the CC. Oh man, that's going to slow down the Queen a little bit, but you know what? It's not going to slow down the bowlers at all, so that's nice. When you see loons coming out of the CC, gotta get a freeze on that thing. Don't let it drop on your bowlers, because loons do a ton of damage, and you'll see it's locked onto that wall wrecker there too, and going to get that wall wrecker popped as well. So we'll see that rage and the heal come down, help protect those bowlers that are coming out of that wall wrecker. Using freezes over on the left, trying to freeze multi and an expo compartment over there. So troops are moving through the base just fine. Wow, those bowlers in the core are still alive. I gotta say, I'm a little surprised by that. Usually when they get out in front like that, even under a heal rage, sometimes they just melt. You know, usually got 1 giant in there to tank for the bowlers, but if they're out in front of everything else, usually that's not even enough. But you know what? The rage heal kept them up, and 2 bowlers are still alive beating on a wall right now. Heroes are going strong. The healer is transferred over into the heroes in the core, so always nice when that happens, when you know it ends up healing extra troops, extra heroes, even after the other witches are gone and dead. And there's just not enough left to this base to stop this attack. Just way too many witches, and then the raged healed bowlers in the core, you know, coupled with a few freezes. You know, it's strong, you know. Yeah, it's spammy, but you know, it is fairly strong. So you know, there you go, base is wrecked. Guys, I have no idea how much time I've used up so far, so I'm gonna check it out. If it hasn't been very long, I'm gonna find another attack to show you guys as well. So I found another attack to show you guys. We're going up to Town Hall 11 for this one, but it's a really cool attack. He's going to use 3 golems in this Goho to go from one end of the base all the way to the other side to get that enemy queen. It's really nice how he does it. Even brings a jump in the composition, just to make sure that that kill squad gets deep enough to get that queen killed. And you'll see what else he gets down to. It's an excellent push through this base. So all 3 golems are down, wizards behind, including a baby dragon up top. Just kind of set that funnel in so that all of those heroes go inside the base. We've got a golem going in there too, so that'll be able to provide some additional tanking in the core. Very, very nice. Breaking in there. Now you're going to see the enemy CC come out pretty soon, so poison's going to come down for that. Once again, we're seeing the ice golem in there because it's really effective at slowing down a kill squad. So you're going to see that kill squad get frozen right there, and they're still taking damage while they're frozen too, so it's rough. It will definitely slow down your kill squad and do them some damage. But you know what? They come out of that into a heal, a rage, and a jump. Go ahead and use a heal on that kill squad there just to make sure they get all their objectives down. I think it was an excellent choice because the queen's down, that other inferno's down, the eagle is down, the other bomb tower's down, all right? And the queen's... she's going to grab a couple more defenses as well. And there's just not much left of this base now at all. So nice thin path left for the hogs. 3 heals, 24 hogs to get the rest of this base. You'll notice up top there's already 2 wizards working on cleanup. You know, very important to practice and get used to getting down at least 2 wizards behind your very first hog drop or your first loon drop, you know, if you're cleaning up the minions. But right behind that first drop, if you put down a couple cleanup troops, they're working on cleanup while your hogs or loons are still working on taking out the defenses. So you're a lot less likely to run into a time fail if you get in that habit of putting cleanup down right after that first drop. And you know, a lot of times right after I drop a heal, I'm looking to put another cleanup troop in another spot of the base that needs it. So ending on the king right there. Now I like to get the king with a kill squad when I do hogs, but if you can't get the king and you really like hogs for a base, the next best thing to do is to end on the king, because at least that way he's not following your hogs around the entire base smacking them. So when they end on the king, he really only attacks them for the last few defenses, and as soon as they get those defenses down, they can turn around and kill them, just like Lord Tang's hogs did here. So very nice Town Hall 11v11 triple. I love seeing the 3 golems used at Town Hall 11. That's good stuff. Don't see that often enough, honestly. Makes me want to cook up a big kill squad and go wreck some bases with it. So I hope you guys liked the video. I know we got a little bit off topic. I wish I had more GoBoBAT replays for you guys, but with the maintenance break, wiping everything out, it was like starting from scratch. I'm scrambling, trying to find replays for you guys. But you know, the verdict is this stuff still works. The bat-based attacks still work. They just don't work on every base anymore. I just used a drag bat tonight, 3-star base. But you know what? It wasn't. It was a base that was well suited for it. You know, it had a bunch of air defenses on the backside, not covered by splash damage. It was well suited for the attack, and it worked just fine. All right, and GoBoBAT's the same way. It's still going to work. It's just not going to work on every base. So you're going to have to practice with a little more if you plan on using it. And I would suggest that you be patient. Don't drop those bats down until you get as much value as you can, as many defenses down as possible from your kill squad, from your bowlers and heroes. That way the bats have enough power left to get through the rest of the base. So, you know, if you guys haven't yet, check out the details below my videos. I have a ton of links for you in there. I have links to all my social media, including my Discord server, which is the easiest place to get a hold of me, to hang out with me. So check that out. Also, I have links to WHF Family Recruiting Discord server. WHF is recruiting max Town Hall 10s, max 11s, max 12s. Heroes have to be maxed before you can apply. Walls do not need to be maxed. That's a long grind. You can work on that once you're inside the fam. So hope to see you guys in my Discord server. Pop in, say hi, and even more so, hope to see you in WHF Family Recruiting Discord server. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Nerf this!